Hello folks, and a very warm welcome back to my channel. Now this video was supposed to go out about 10 days ago or so, but I've been hanging on because this weekend is meant to be a really good planetary alignment where most of the planets are all seen together in a line, and I was hoping to at least be able to get a photograph of that and show you as part of this video. But as you can see, it's turned out to be wall-to-wall cloud at the moment, and this is going to continue for the next few days, so no planetary alignment for me, unfortunately. And having said that, a couple of weeks ago we had really lovely clear weather. It's pretty cold outside, like -4, -5, that sort of temperature. But beautiful crystal clear skies. So I took the opportunity to take my scope out and revisit a target that didn't really work out for me last year, which is the Tadpole Nebula. In taking all the kit out, I did notice that there was a couple of nice views of the planets anyway. One was Venus sitting right next to the crescent moon, and that was kind of behind me, so I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, but it actually was a lovely sight. And right smack in the direction that I was trying to take an image of was the planet Jupiter, sitting above my house and adjacent to a star in the constellation Taurus, the bull. And the star, I think it's Aldebaran or something, however that's pronounced, and it represents the eye of the bull. So it was really nice to see that as well. And in fact, the target that I was after, the Tadpole Nebula, sits just above where Jupiter was. So it's quite easy to confirm that you're on the right target. So yeah. I got all my kit out, as you'll see in a tick, and set everything running for ideally 2 hours. So yeah, we'll wind back to that night and see what happened.
You kissed a girl just 'cause you wanted to. Not thinking about what you made her do. She started doing her hair and makeup, oh, just for you. Only because you kissed a girl when you wanted to. You think you're young and smart, got no responsibility in this world. But if you're young and smart, you should know better. Don't get laid back 'cause you're not that cool. Don't think you're safe and sound walking around breaking rules. I'll bet your parents are worried sick. That's not as cool as you think, not as cool as you think, yeah.
I knew I was on target because there's a particular little pattern of bright stars that sits just above the Tadpole Nebula. And these stars were easily visible in a single exposure, so I knew everything was going to be okay. And in actual fact, you could see very faintly the Tadpole Nebula in a single exposure. And you could also see in the top of the image the Flame Nebula. Apologies, not the Flame Nebula, the Flaming Star Nebula, which is a lovely nebula in its own right. And in fact, I think I'm going to have to revisit that one and make that the subject of the photograph rather than something that happens to be sitting on the edge of it. My field of view included both the Tadpole and the Flaming Star Nebula, a small nebula called the Spider Nebula, and the edge of an open star cluster. I think Messier 38, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So yes, it was a great field of view. The night remained absolutely crystal clear, and I got about, I think, 2.5 hours worth of exposures. Now the Tadpole Nebula itself is a cloud of ionized gas and dust that's basically energized by a star cluster in the middle of it. And what I failed to really get last year, because I just didn't get enough exposure time because of bad weather coming in, was really the tadpoles themselves that give the nebula its name. And these tadpoles are two areas of, I think, colder and denser gas that are blasted by the stellar winds that are coming out of the star cluster in the middle of the nebula. And this sculpts the gas into what appears to be two tadpoles with a head and little tails that are vigorously trying to swim towards the center of the cluster. And I was delighted to say that I actually did get that this time round. So overall, I was sort of pretty pleased with the outcome of the night. Shame that I'm not going to get a planetary alignment tonight, but that's the way it goes. I'll swap the Tadpole Nebula for that. Yeah, so I'll pop the picture up in a tick, which I hope you like. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Take care. Cheerio.